Parrish up to 8, leading Indiana in scoring early. Couple minutes gone in the second quarter. Rutgers still with that narrow lead as Bates finds Schmeichel, who's checked back in. Quickly double teamed. Parrish in there for the jump ball.
There you go once again, and now Indiana on a 6-0 run really needs players to step up and act exactly the way that Parrish is doing right now. They got going on a run in the third quarter against Ohio State. If they could do the same in the second quarter today, it's going to be big.
She's hitting threes, she's forcing turnovers, and she's got Indiana within 1. Your zone gets it to Berger, still wearing the brace on that right knee. Holmes finds Garzone for 3. Oh yeah! 3 for 3 for Yarden Garzone. And she's up to 9. Carter finds Bates. And Carter will drive into the mid-range. Sidibe to Schmeichel for 3. Can't respond, and Carter with the offensive rebound. Tip down, Rutgers will reset. A pass intercepted by Berger. All the way with the left hand.
Well, that's a lot more of that Indiana defense that we touched on, allowing only 60 points per game. A lot more lockdown, a lot more focus.
Sidibe cuts, Carter finds her, and she scores. 28-26 now. This entire game has really been back and forth. Their zone getting it to Berger, who just got the steal and score. Parrish looking for Holmes inside. They guarded her well to start, but that's a tough assignment either way. Holmes scores with the right hand, and she's fouled.
I don't know if there are a lot of players out there who would take on that role with a lot of happiness.
She is the leader in the Big Ten in field goal percentage. She's the double-double queen, as we've learned today. 22 and 8 on the season for Holmes, 2nd in the Big Ten in scoring, 6th in rebounds, caps off the three-point play.
If Indiana needs anything, they go to Mackenzie Holmes, and she gets it done.
She has been unbelievable. 31-26, Indiana back in front just like that. It's a 14-2 run for the Hoosiers. Schmeichel up top, crossover dribble on Berger, gets inside the paint, pump fakes, and misses long. Rebound Cornwell, batted out of her hands, back to Schmeichel. She said, look what I found. She's up to 11.
First player to hit double figures tonight.
Garzone into Holmes, forcing the issue and fouled. And they try to get her involved quickly, too. They want the one-on-one matchup for Holmes, where she can dominate inside.
Well, that one-on-one is pretty rare for Holmes now.
Right.
She's being double teamed by just about every team Indiana plays. So you got to take advantage when you can.
Establishing quite a legacy for herself in this program. First free throw, no good. She scored 25-plus points in 3 straight games against top 25 opponents. Just unbelievable stuff as she knocks down the second free throw. (32-28), Indiana back in front. Rutgers trying to settle things down now. This second quarter has been mostly the Hoosiers. Schmeichel, doubled, pump fakes, stolen away by Holmes. More McNeil on the break. Finds Berger for 3. She got it. Indiana's largest lead now at 7.
That's Grace Berger's 5th three-pointer of the entire year.
Now Schmeichel. Lafayette guarded by Garzone. Carter forcing the issue, blocked away, but a foul.
Welcome back to Andy Moore Field in Bloomington. The Hoosiers coming to the batter's box. It'll be Cora Bassett leading things off against Buckeye starter Emily Ruck in the circle for Ohio State. Have not seen Ruck in this series yet. She'll face Cora Bassett to lead things off for Indiana, trailing 1-0 after Melina Wilkinson's solo home run that got the scoring underway today. Ruck, a junior out of Westerville, Ohio. And her day begins with the first pitch missing to Cora Bassett.
Last time Ruck was in the circle for the Buckeyes was that game at Dayton. She didn't even see a full inning and gave up 4 hits and 6 runs, just 1 strikeout. But it didn't affect the Buckeyes that much. They still won 17-6 in 5 innings.
Bassett pulls this one left, and it's going to be foul. Cora just out in front of that one. The numbers still, though, Hayden, solid for Ruck on the season. 3.46 ERA. This will be her 13th start, 16th appearance overall. It's a pitching staff that really is headlined by Allison Smith, who, you know, got hit around a bit yesterday. They've relied on her to pitch over 100 innings already, and now they go to Ruck here in game 2. Bassett watches that pitch drop low and out of the zone. 2 balls and a strike. The senior out of Newburgh, Indiana. Cora will tell people she's from Evansville sometimes. She says no one knows where Newburgh is, but it's right near Evansville, and that's where she'll tell them she's from.
I'm an Indiana native, and I'm going to be honest, I don't know where Newburgh is either.
That's in there for a strike. 2-2 now on Cora. Well, she's got it down. She knows what to tell people.
Exactly.
Right? She's been down that road before.
I'm the same way with her. I'm from a little town called Borden, Indiana. I tell people I'm basically from Louisville, Kentucky.
There you go. Bassett takes outside, and the count runs full. 340 the average for Cora in her 2nd season with Indiana. Of course, a Purdue transfer that really introduced herself to the Bloomington fans in quite a fashion, hitting 400 last season and setting the program record for doubles. The payoff on its way from Ruck. And Bassett, they'll say, as the appeal down, she went around and strikes out.
Yeah, I was wondering what that call was going to be from the first base umpire, because, I mean, basically she went just about around to where she basically swung, so she's going to be called out.
Now it's Taryn Kern, the freshman phenom, who the numbers, especially the power numbers, Hayden, staggering. 14 home runs for Kern, the most in the Big Ten, as she's hit by a pitch, and that's happened to her a lot too. That's why the on-base percentage is so high.
Exactly. She's gaining a lot of respect from pitchers. At that time, she just kind of got clipped. And you can see it right there, got clipped on the back. But yeah, she's gotten a lot of respect from the opposing pitchers, and she's been walked quite a few times this year as well. They really do not want to pitch to Taryn Kern.
She gets on base over 60% of the time. It's the 11th time she's been hit by a pitch. And now Taylor Minnick, the designated player, stands in with Kern safe at first, and the first pitch from Ruck is in there for a strike. Taryn has been walked more than any other Hoosier, 9 more times than any Hoosier, and now been hit by a pitch 3 more times than anyone. Indiana's been hit by pitches a lot this season. That's just been an odd thing, an odd trend, as Minnick is now behind 0-2. Outspeed that time from Ruck to get ahead in the count. The home team has performed well the last few times these teams have matched up over the years. 0-2 to Minnick. She'll foul it straight back.
And you talk about that home record, Zach. Indiana holds a now 40-22 record against the Buckeyes at home. Indiana's obviously been dominant here at Annie Moore Field all season long.
Talked about the amount of times that they've run-ruled teams. They've, over this winning streak, scored 10-plus runs. I'd say probably 13, 14 times over this winning streak. Have not played too many close games as Minnick takes ball 1. But what's been interesting, Hayden, is they've had 4 comeback wins now in the last 7 games. So they're trailing already today. I mean, they're going to have to keep that trend continuing as well.
Yeah, I mean, they've been nothing short of dominant. Their last loss comes against Wisconsin on March 5th.
I mean, that's really how you put it in perspective, don't you? As Minnick grounds out to second base when you haven't lost in over a month. That's when you know you're doing something really well, historically well, for the 50th team in the history of Indiana softball. After Minnick grounds out, 2 gone, and now we'll see Sarah Stone. It's a productive out, though, moving Taryn Kern into scoring position at second base.
And Stone has been a threat, especially here as of recent, to hit big. She's got now she has, 7 home runs on the season. That's 5 more than she had all season last year.
Takes the first pitch strike. Yeah, her growth as a hitter from her first now to second year has what stuck out to the coaching staff. I mean, she is a reliable, everyday cleanup hitter, and she's been cleaning up. Just another Hoosier with 30-plus RBIs.
McCarthy takes the snap from his own end zone, has time, throws up the field, and it's dropped. That looked like it was going to be an easy catch for Cornelius Johnson and a first down, but he dropped it.
Oh my goodness, Zach, he was absolutely wide open. Probably would have had to go out of bounds, but honestly, I think he knew it too. He had a chance to make the catch, turn upfield. If he outran Taiwan Mullen, he would have been gone.
It's 3rd and 8, still at the 4. 2 penalties in this second half and a dropped wide open first down pass. 3rd down, and this crowd begins to roar. McCarthy with Corum to his right. He drops back to pass. Pocket clean, fires, this time complete, and they'll pick up the first down. And Ronnie Bell with another huge reception.
Bell has been that guy today for Michigan. That's his 6th catch. McCarthy finds him again, and great protection by this Michigan offensive line. They've been terrific for most of the day. No sacks by Indiana. Plenty of time for McCarthy in a clean pocket, as you said, Zach.
They get outside the 10, and they're at their own 18. It's first down. 11 minutes to play in this third quarter. We're still tied at 10. Corum's the running back. McCarthy under center. Quick pass out to Bell, and he's brought down by 2 Hoosiers. That time it was Fitzgerald in on the stop along with Desan McCullough.
There were so many missed tackles last week for the Indiana defense, and they continue in the open field to be really, really good. Another good job of an open field tackle by Bell, who's challenging to bring down.
McCarthy's 15 for 20, 147 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. 3 receivers split out to his right, Corum to his left in the backfield. McCarthy surveys, now throws right, now completes to the 40. And a big reception there by Andrew Anthony, his first of the game.
He's one of the fastest players on this Michigan team, just a sophomore, only has 3 catches on the season. But one of the guys, he had over 150 yards at Michigan State last week. One of those really highly touted recruits that Jim Hardball got to come to Ann Arbor.
17-yard reception now, 1st and 10 from the 39. Corum breaks a few tackles, keeps chugging upfield, and finds himself in Indiana territory beyond the 45. What a run there from Corum.
Bradley Jennings Jr. had Corum right at the line of scrimmage. He slipped out of it, and you give Corum an open lane, and look out, and Michigan is moving the football.
That stout frame, 5'8", 210. Gets the handoff here, up the middle again. Can't squeeze through there, as he'll pick up 1, maybe 2. Forward progress will have him stopped, but he tried to carry that pile as far as he could. 2nd and 7. They're at Indiana's 40. 9.5 to play in the third quarter. McCarthy looks to the sideline. And now it's Donovan Edwards in the backfield for Corum. They'll send Johnson in motion to the right side of the field. The lone receiver to the left is Andrew Anthony. McCarthy claps, but now looks to the field. Faked it. Now takes the shotgun snap. Fires one deep down the far sideline. Incomplete. That was another target for Bell.
And guess who was in coverage? Taiwan Mullen. He's only been beat once today, and it was on that Cornelius Johnson drop earlier. We never mentioned his name in the first half because he has pretty much shut down Johnson. He had great coverage again there. This is an interesting spot for Michigan at the Indiana 40.
Sure is. 3rd and 7, under 9 minutes to play. Still tied at 10. And we'll see what they dial up here. Hennings and Anthony are the receivers split out to the left. Bell is the lone receiver to the right. And Edwards is still the running back. McCarthy drops back to pass. Now will take it and run. Inside the 40, goes for the first down and gets it with his legs. There's the versatility of the mobile sophomore quarterback.
Man, he is not poised like a second-year quarterback on the road. It looks like a 5th-year senior. takes his time and uses his speed and outruns one of the quickest guys on the Indiana defense, Desan McCullough. What a huge pickup for Michigan.
They're at Indiana's 31, 1st and 10 after the 9-yard rush from McCarthy that picked up the first down. Corum's the running back behind him in the formation. Handoff to him here. It's a run to the left, and he stopped at the 30. Minimal gain on that rush. It was Jennings in on the stop.
Another guy at that linebacker spot, stepping in with Cam Jones out. Transfer from Miami. He's been up and down at times this season. He's made a lot of big tackles today.
It'll be 2nd and 9 now from the 30 as time ticks away. 8 minutes to play in this third quarter. Michigan trying to take the lead.
This is the concern here for IU's defense, where you get worn down. They have been on the field already for a long time.
Corum still the running back to McCarthy's left. 2 receivers split out wide, Johnson and Bell. McCarthy takes the shotgun snap, pocket breaks down, completes a pass outside to Johnson inside the 20, now inside the 10. One man to beat, he dives. No signal yet. Touchdown Michigan, they confirm it. Cornelius Johnson gets 6.